I have immense trouble concentrating on different tasks throughout the day as someone who is diagnosed with ASD and ADHD, and I have been since back in high school. That leads me to procrastinate, pile up work, and eventually miss deadlines. See the past couple of videos and all my failed New Year's goals videos for evidence on that. My concentration issues are just not like only affecting like my work and just what I want to do, but also just my life in general and my goals for this YouTube channel, as well as my weight loss. Like, how many times have I came up here and did like, this is the plan for this year on YouTube, and then like you don't see any of it come into fruition. Just waking up and getting caught up in my mind for like an hour each day, or scrolling through Reddit and all that stuff, just forces me to cram so much more later on in the day, causing me to miss working out, as well as miss working on some of my video ideas, which causes me to pile them up later, make some excuse, and just, create a backlog. I am sure that I am not alone in this, and there's a good number of people who feel the exact same way. Searching across the internet, I tried to find a fix for this issue. That is when I learned about the Pomodoro technique. Does this technique work? Well, I try it for 60 full days to see.
For self-improvement, crafts, and fitness games, go ahead and turn on YouTube and watch Jack.
Before I get to my challenge, let's discuss the Pomodoro technique. The main question is, what is the Pomodoro technique, and what do they have to do with tomatoes? Well, a Pomodoro is Italian for a tomato. The technique requires setting a timer, which in a lot of kitchen timers come into like a tomato shape, hence the relationship. Developed in the 1980s by Francesco Corello, I'm sorry for butchering your name, the technique requires you to break down work into different intervals with a short break in between. That is done through the following steps. First, list everything you need to do within your day, as well as all the backlog items. Second, organize that list so that tasks are prioritized first. Third, pick the highest priority task on your list and do it for 25 minutes. Fourth, take a 5-minute break once every 25 minutes are up to give your brain a break. That sequence of work and break is called a Pomodoro. Lastly, take a 15 to 30 minute break every 4 Pomodoros. At the end of the day, review what is outstanding and what is still needed for the next day. That is the original and standard version of the Pomodoro technique. Just realized how bad the comb messed up my hair. However, one stressed thing is that you can adjust these to fit your needs. The timers can be adjusted for 50 minutes with a 10-minute break in between, or you can break every 8 Pomodoros. Whatever works for you is what you should adjust to. This is reflected in most of the applications that promote the Pomodoro technique. I like the system's built-in flexibility and say that it's worth a nod on that alone. I don't really like the rigidness that comes with a lot of these kind of like time management systems, so good on Pomodoro. My goal was simple. I wanted to keep track of how I felt and how productive my overall day was, giving myself a score from 0 to 10. There really isn't an objective way to measure my productivity due to my work at this time involving a much larger 6-month project, and these videos kind of trickling out as they come. I work as a software developer, and everything has to be kind of hush-hush as far as details are concerned, so my direct tasks completed are not going to be said in this video or in my lists. So my feelings, while not objective evidence, are as good as possible within this experiment. For a time frame, I did this challenge from November of 2023 to February of 2024. I plan on sticking with the full system as originally intended, with the exceptions of the break every 8 Pomodoros instead of 4 for lunch. I can't just disappear from my desk for 30 minutes every 2 hours. That's just crazy, What if an emergency happens at work? I discussed my feelings on this technique with my first day of doing the Pomodoro technique. Just got done with my first day of using Pomodoro technique for work. And let me tell you, I was actually feeling pretty good about utilizing the technique. For those really quick, for a quick recap, this is my first day back at work after deciding to try and use the Pomodoro technique. I work from home, so that's why I'm dressed in like my PJs, because that's what I do. I'm trying not to show my work computer because there's sensitive information on there. But the day's over. I completed it about 12 rounds of Pomodoro. 12 rounds, does that sound right? 12 or 16. And overall, it was pretty good, Actually doing this fixed an issue with my leg going numb. My computer chair is pretty crappy. It has like this hard plastic thing right here. So it's been digging into my bone. So kind of having 5 minutes every 25 minutes to stand up, kind of walk around is definitely improving. My leg feeling, as far as how productive I've been doing with trying to do Pomodoro, I do feel like taking a 5-minute break every 25 minutes is a bit much. Maybe I should do it 5 minutes every hour. Just to kind of stand up and walk around. But we'll see. I'm trusting Pomodoro will help keep me sane. As I said in that video, day 1 was a success. I was able to keep up with my work while still being able to take a break. I organized my tasks a day using a few different software suites with the Pomodoro technique. First is Todoist, which is my main to-do application. That's where I list off all my stuff for the days. To keep track of my Pomodoros, I tried many different apps. First, I tried Focus Booster, a web-based app with a free limit on the number of Pomodoros per month. After that, I tried PomoFocus, which has integrations with Todoist, but that wasn't paid. However, I settled on a free Windows app called PowerPom. 0 ads and no premium subscription led me to this guy being the best offer. Super sleek design and everything I needed to keep track of when I should take my breaks and all this stuff. Together, Todoist and PowerPom led me from day 5 onwards. During this time, I feel more and more completed until my Christmas break, as I discussed on day 21. Jack here for just a quick update. So today's December 24th. It's Christmas Eve. Obviously next day is Christmas. So I'm taking a break from my videos on these 2 days. And then I'm actually leaving for New Year's to go to Arizona with my parents live. So I'm going to be taking another week break. So you're going to see a break in these videos. The reason I'm just addressing this is because with the Pomodoro technique, there's going to be a little space since I'm supposed to be doing that every single day. But yeah, so far the Pomodoro has been working pretty well. I'm actually starting to close my ring watches pretty much every day, which should be another challenge that I'm gonna hopefully be doing soon. So I've been closing my rings since now I've been walking pretty much every hour. So it's been going super well. I really enjoy doing Pomodoro. Having that break allows me to continue having energy to complete my stuff by the end of the day. It's great. When I originally wrote what I wanted to accomplish with the Pomodoro technique, I didn't even think of the physical benefits of standing every 25 minutes. It turns out that this is one of the main reasons I kept doing the Pomodoro technique and still do it to this day. I had such a hard time with my chair hurting me and my knees hurting, and just standing every couple of minutes kind of fixed that. Another benefit was the number of chores I had to do outside of work really shrunk. In 5 minutes during my break, I could stand up, start the load of laundry, tidy up a room a little bit, or cut up some carrots for a quick healthy snack. Of course, this was only a benefit as I work from home, but I could feel that more and more things were done during the day using the Pomodoro technique. I discussed this feeling on day 42. I've been doing the Pomodoro technique all day today, and I've accomplished a lot. It's Martin Luther King Day, as you can tell from the calendar. I'll try to post up at the end. Day 42, Martin Luther King Day. And I done so much. I was able to do a lot of the video work. I did record the swarm. I made my own template for the analytics for the video reviews, which all this stuff should have been coming out before I do the Pomodoro challenge. So right now, I'm just debating with myself whether or not the Pomodoro technique has been beneficial. And it's hard to say just because between vacation, Christmas, all this stuff, having all this time off work, it's kind of hard to say whether or not Pomodoro has given me enough energy at the end of the day. One benefit though is the fact that I've closed like every single one of my rings every day for the past since I started. So yeah, even if it doesn't make me more productive, it is getting me more active. It's making me stand up and walk around 5 minutes every 30 minutes. So hey, if it all else fails, it helps me lose weight. God, my hair's so bad in this. With that said, for 60 days of doing Pomodoro, I had a great experience. I love using this technique and could still do it to this day. Sometimes I switch it up and go for 50 minutes on and 10 minutes off, especially while I'm programming, working on like an important piece of software. I absolutely love utilizing Pomodoro for a lot of reasons. However, one of the main ones is that it's missing productivity. Does the Pomodoro technique make me feel more productive? Well, I really can't say. Here's a table of the data for the 60 days. You can always visit my website linked below to get a better image of this chart. On a scale from 1 to 10, I could graph it over time and came up with like this chart. As you can see, there hasn't been that much change in my feelings before or after implementing the Pomodoro technique. The giant spike in the middle was due to Christmas break and right before, me going on vacation. Obviously, you're not going to be productive right before a 2-week of not working period. You're just like, I can't wait for a Christmas break. I can't wait to go on vacation. Overall, I was more productive earlier in that week and became less so on Fridays before the weekend. Again, I feel this for pretty much everyone. I feel that with the breaks, I get a boost of productivity later in the day, but again, this is kind of hard to measure, so I'm just going off from my objective feelings. Despite the lack of clarity on whether the Pomodoro technique has made me more productive, it really doesn't matter. I stand and I get more chores done and I feel better. It's not scientific evidence like, oh, this is going to help you, but this is what matters to me most. Looking around, I found a few studies stating that Pomodoro technique benefits some people, and it really benefited and worked well with my specific lifestyle. As a younger 30-year-old man who works at home within technology, I think this technique is great. If you also have the time, I recommend you guys give it a go and try out. I definitely feel more productive, and I think those of you who try it will also as well. So guys, that's it for today's video on the Pomodoro technique. If you'd like to see more videos from me, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will create a new video every single Friday. Please like this and give all my videos a big thumbs up and leave a comment below. I will try and answer every single comment I get. If you have any challenge ideas you want me to complete, then please let me know and I will do them. Visit my website at jack-jenkins.com. Follow me on X and Instagram at truejackjenk. Lastly, have an amazing day, everyone. I want all you guys watching to have just an incredible day, and I know what you're thinking. If you want to improve, you really can't do it alone, can you, Jack? And I'm like, no, you can't. You really need to improve. Together.